article so I can... Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this is part 2. I didn't realize that something had happened and it changed. Anyway, she Steinbach, also questioned Stanford's free speech policy if it was worth the, quote, the pain this causes and the division that this causes. If you don't like what they have to say, don't show up. Doesn't mean that they get any more distance or any more traffic or any more people listening to their speech. If you don't like it, turn the damn channel. That's how hard this is. All right? You can't see, and that's the thing. We have a Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights was written in 1787. Passed in 1887. I'm sorry, 1787. The thing about that is nobody wants to follow it anymore because there's things in there that they don't agree with. Well, let me just say this. When our military was in Afghanistan and Iraq, and there were people walking around with AK-47s and handguns and whatnot, oh no, that's their way of life. They get to do that. They don't have any Bill of Rights. They don't have anything that says they can carry weapons of war or whatever, and yet we do, and that's being fought tooth and nail all the time. Our First Amendment. These two things alone are almost exclusive to the United States. Almost exclusive. Nobody else carries this level of power to the people. Nobody. The Fourth Amendment, which is to be free of your person, papers, places, and things from unreasonable search and seizure. Now, that being said, it is stomped on all the time. And yet, not a whole lot is being said about it. Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment is the right to not incriminate yourself. It's supposed to be exactly that and nothing more. And yet, if you do that, if you have to go to court, they are not allowed to say anything about it in court. Well, why didn't you just tell the judge that? I mean, why didn't you just tell the police that? Why did you stand on your Fifth Amendment? Nope, not allowed to say that in court. And yet, during the trial of the kid who had a rifle in Wisconsin and killed a couple of people, the prosecutor brought that up about a week in. I want to say about a week in. I was watching intermittently. I wasn't watching it the whole thing because honestly I couldn't handle that. Too much stuff. But the judge jumped on him immediately. You are not allowed to say that in this courtroom, and you know it. And he told the jury to disregard it. Don't even think about it. It's not part of this process. As far as you are concerned, you do not know whether or not he spoke to a police officer on the day or the date that he turned himself in, because I believe it was a couple of days later. You're not allowed to bring that up. And you pull that stunt again, and you're going to go to jail for a little bit. So he squared his stuff up, but he played games right on the edge the whole time. Sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a real tangent here. I do want to read a little bit of this